This audio drama is based off of the Mass Effect series. Spoilers will be revealed. This audio drama will also have sound effects, music, and some inappropriate language. Listener discretion is advised. Please enjoy the show.
Welcome to Mass Effect Deadline. This is a D&D progression story. The progress of the story will be determined by dice rolls from each character. Each roll will determine their fate and how the story progresses. I am your DM, Dusk the Reaper. Let us begin the story. The current time frame is during the events of Mass Effect 2. We find a mercenary named Viper, teamed up with a vigilante named Archangel, also known as Garrus, who saved the Citadel from the Reapers. Both Viper and Garrus are now sought out by the Blue Suns for interfering with an exchange that went down. Viper was supposed to get a package for his client from the Blue Suns, while Garrus intervened by being a vigilante and tried to take down the Blue Suns. A firefight broke out, and Garrus and Viper are now teamed up to escape the fate of the Blue Suns. We find them at the Club Eternity, as Viper has convinced Garrus to help her return the package back to her clients. They now plan their escape and a way to get off this planet. The planet is Ilium. The pulsing neon lights of eternity claws at your eyes. The air hangs thick with the mingled scents of alien brew, exotic perfumes, and something vaguely metallic. Here on Ilium, the ultra-rich and utterly desperate brush shoulders, all under the watchful gaze of Asari security. You, Viper, lean against a synthetic leather booth, your white and purple Corian suit, a stark contrast to the swirling blues and greens of the club's lighting. The suit is a statement, a deliberate blurring of lines and a galaxy obsessed with them. It says you don't play by anyone's rules. You're ruthless and callous. Across from you, Garrus sits, his mandibles twitching slightly. The low light casts harsh shadows across his scarred face, highlighting the tension etched there. He scans the crowd, ever the vigilant ex-CSEC officer. His unease is palpable, while low hum that vibrates against your own carefully constructed indifference.
They'll be looking for us, you know. The Blue Suns. They don't like being embarrassed.
Embarrassed? Please. They are inconvenienced. There's a difference.
The package, a small crate-like box, sits between you and Garrus. Inside, a mystery that your client is paying handsomely for. You could care less what it contains. Credits are credits. That's always been the motto for your gang called Nightbane.
Inconvenienced enough to send half their mercs after us. We need a plan, Viper. Getting off-world isn't going to be easy.
Excuse me, waiter. Relax, Garrus. I have a contact.
What can I get for you?
Another round of whatever he's drinking. And a mazo brandy for me.
Coming right up.
My contact can get us a shuttle. No questions asked. But it'll cost us.
Credits aren't the problem. Trust is. Who is this contact?
Someone reliable. That's all you need to know.
Reliable how? As in, will sell us out to the Blue Suns for a better price? That kind of reliable?
My contact wants credits, and doesn't care where they come from. That's all you need to know. Now drop it.
Viper, I got us into this mess, but I won't help you get out, unless you tell me who this contact is. I'm not risking myself for an anonymous person that can potentially betray us. Just tell me, who do they work for?
As the two of you continue to conversate, Viper, roll a perception check.
I rolled a 12.
The Solarian returned with your drinks. You take a sip of the brandy, the sharp, smoky flavor awoke of distraction. As you swallow, you glance around the club, your senses on high alert. Something feels off. A flicker of movement in the corner of your eye, a subtle shift in the crowd's energy. You notice you're being watched.
Cerberus, now shut it and follow my lead. Apparently, this package is worth more than we thought. We're being watched. Others, besides the Blue Suns, want this package as well. Look over there.
I will roll a perception check to see if I can get a better look at the person Viper is pointing out to me. I have rolled a 16.
You scan the crowd with your Tyrian eyes. You cut through the smoke and the haze as you discard the obvious. The drunken humans, the giggling Asari students, and the bored-looking Krogans. Your focus sharpened on the edges of the room, the shadowy corners where observation thrives. There, tucked away in a dimly lit alcove, you spot them. 3 figures, all clad in similar dark clothing. Their fabric is unremarkable, but the way they carry themselves speaks volumes. Trained, disciplined, alert. Mercenaries, undoubtedly. But not the Blue Suns. These individuals lack a swagger and the displays of wealth favored by the Suns. These mercenaries are more discreet, more professional. One of them, a hulking Krogan, sports a distinctive scar that bisects his left eye. A nasty-looking wound that is definitely recognizable. Another, a drow, is almost completely still, his movements fluid and precise. The third is a human, his face obscured by the shadows, with a metallic glint of an implant catches your eye. An implant near his temple.
Do you recognize any of them, Viper?
Actually, I do. The Krogan scar is familiar. I had a run-in with him 7 years ago. One of my crewmates gave him that scar. The others I don't recognize. They're not Blue Suns. More professional. But those implants makes me think they are working for Cerberus. And I know one of my crewmates, as stated before, works for Cerberus.
So what's the plan, Viper? What do we do now?
Well, we've been spotted, so we need to ditch the crate for now and catch up with it later. I recommend we split up. I'll hide the package in one of the bags of the students, and then catch up with them later. That way, if we're caught, no one gets the package, then we can escape and reconvene with the package later.
Sounds risky, but we have no other choice. I'm ready to move whenever you are, Viper.
For this action, you will need to roll a stealth check to see if you can sneak this crate into one of the students' bag.
Well, I rolled a 6. What is the fate of my action?
A 10 was your mark to beat. A 6 will do for now. Let us see the outcome of this result. You nod to Garrus, a silent signal to initiate the split. He understands immediately, his Tyrian instincts kicking in. He rises, adjusts his armor, and heads toward the main entrance, creating a distraction as he goes. You, however, have a different plan. You slide out of the booth, your movements fluid and graceful. You scan the immediate vicinity, searching for opportunity. A group of Asari students, the one you saw before, flushed with youthful exuberance, stumble past, their attention focused on a holographic display. As they jostle around you, you subtly manipulate the package, easing it into their oversized totes. The Asari, oblivious to your actions, continue on their merry way. You use your Omni tool to inform Garrus that you have slipped a tracker on the package, and the package is now being hoisted away by one of the Asari students. You inform Garrus that you will meet him at Drone's parts and ship store. But as you leave the club, you feel a hand clap down on your shoulder. A Solarian security guard blocks your path, his eyes narrowed with suspicion. The human holding your shoulder speaks.
Hold it right there. I saw what you did with that package. What's inside? Are you attempting to do something weird?
You attempt to pull away, but the human's grip tightens. He looks at you with his helmet reflecting your very appearance. It does not look like he trusts you. More Solarian security guards make their approach. What do you do next, Viper?
I try to come up with a lie on the spot. I tell them, it's a bomb! I say jokingly, of course it's not a bomb. Honestly, what do you think this is? My daughter just walked out of the bar with friends. I'm sure she didn't pack protection, so I provided her with some. Is there a problem in doing so? I will roll for persuasion. I've obtained a 6.
The persuasion check to beat was an 8. Let us see what is the outcome of your roll. Your attempt at deception hangs heavy in the neon-lit area. The human security guard doesn't flinch. His eyes narrow underneath his helmet.
Hey, daughter, huh? Let's just verify that, shall we?
He signals to the other guard, who begins pushing through the crowd. You can feel the tension escalating as the Solarian guard approaches the Asari students.
We'll just ask your daughter what's in the bag. If she's carrying what you say she is, then we're all good here.
As the Solarian guard continues to approach the Asari students, you see that the human is not willing to let you go, unless he gets what he wants. He is convinced that you are lying. You feel a cold sweat dripping down your spine. You realize that your bluff did not work. You will find out the truth sooner or later. You need to find a new way to deal with him, and fast. The people start getting closer to you, and the Solarian security guard closer to the Asari students. What do you do next?
I will attempt to pull out my pistol and slam it into his gut, and then fire a shot, hopefully leading me to escape this chaos.
Roll to see if your attack hits.
This is not good. I have fumbled my roll and gotten a 3.
Your desperate gamble fails spectacularly. As you raise your pistol, intending to slam into the human's gut, he anticipates your move with unnerving speed. He sidesteps your clumsy advance, his own hand darting out to intercept your weapon. Instead of connecting with his abdomen, your pistol clatters uselessly to the floor, knocked from your grasp by the human. The crowd gasps, a ripple of shock spreading through the club. Before you can react, the human pivots, his armored hand slamming into your face. Pain explodes behind your eyes, and you stumble backward. Momentarily disoriented, your vision blurs, and the throbbing in your head makes it difficult to focus. You taste blood. You know that the human counterattack has thrown off the balance. The human sizes you up, seizes the opportunity. He grabs your wrists, and in a vice-like grip, he starts twisting it violently. A jolt of agony courses through your arm, threatening to dislocate your shoulder. You cry out in pain, struggling against his grip, but his superior strength overwhelms you. He pulls you closer, his eyes now more narrow than before.
You just made a very big mistake.
He hisses, his voice dripping with anger. The other Solarian security guards converge on your position, their weapon raised and aimed directly at you. Your escape route is blocked. The advantage has disappeared. You are now trapped. Any hope of a swift and decisive actions has dissolved into desperate struggle for survival. Garrus is still nowhere to be found. What is your next move, Viper?
I will attempt to attack him again by releasing my Omni Blade from my Omni Tool to slice the guard's midsection. Then, if all works to my plan, I will grab the pistol that is on the floor and try to make a way for the exit. I rolled a 16 to see if my attack hits.
That is a successful hit. The blade snaps from your arm gauntlets with a satisfying hiss. The ionized edge gleaming in the club's chaotic light. With a swift, practiced motion, you slash at the human's arm, aiming for the pressure points near his elbow. The blade connects, slicing through his armor and drawing a sharp hiss of pain from the guard. He releases your wrist, momentarily stunned by the sudden assault. You capitalize on his surprise, dropping to the floor and snatching your pistol from the ground. The weapon feels familiar in your hand. You rise in a crouch position and unleash a volley of shots toward the other security guards. The plasma blast erupts from the barrel. The guards stumble, forced to take cover behind overturned tables and panicked clubgoers. One guard goes down. He cuts at his arm with a pained expression. The Patreons scream and scramble for safety, creating a wave of chaos that spread through the club. You use the confusion to your advantage, weaving through the panicking crowd, firing controlled bursts to keep the guards at bay. Each shot finds its mark, forcing them to stay pinned down and giving you precise seconds to advance towards the exit. The door is visible in the distance. You can almost taste freedom. As you near the exit, you spot Garrus through the crowd. He's returning fire with his rifle from behind a tipped-over bar. He waves you on, a grim look on his face. You feel some sense of security knowing that he is fighting with you. You know you can make it, the two of you, together, to the exit and out of the club, to safety. The chaos brews as you two are yet again in another firefight, risking your lives for this package that is now being carried off by the Asari students. Find out what will happen next as the impending doom and crisis continues to lower over both of you. And to you, the listeners, keep monitoring our social medias, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Thanks for tuning in, and catch us on Discord, the Fumbling Forward Network, JETF channel. Thank you for listening.